Hello students, today we are going to start a chapter called Materials and Things, and within 5 minutes we will try to do a whole chapter. We will try to do in just 5 minutes. So first we are starting from materials. We are going towards the objects, okay? Objects that are made up of only one material. जो object है जो single material से बने हुए उसको अपन consider करें, जिसके mirror, like a clay pot. Then water bottle, if it is made up of plastic, it is totally made up of plastic. Yes, a single material is used in this object. Now if you are considering the towel, the fourth one, so we are considering towel, it is made up of pure cotton, a single material. Again chair, if you are taking the wooden chair, it is purely made up of wood only, and if you are taking a plastic chair, it is totally made up of plastic only. Then toy, again plastic toys. Now we are coming to the object that is made up of more than one material. This symbol is particularly for the more than one material, okay? Don't get confused. Pen. So you might be thinking why we wrote the pen, because pen is made up of plastic, but it's still the lead, the nib is made up of steel, right? That's why. Benches, the upper part is made up of wood and the lower part is made up of iron, correct? Metal we can say. Then next, utensils. Utensils, of course we need two metals. Then we are going bags, doors and knife, correct? Now again, the materials and things are divided into three types, okay? Transparent materials, translucent material and opaque material. Now let's quickly go towards the transparent material definition, okay? The transparent materials, the materials through which light can be passed completely, we can see through them clearly, are known as transparent materials. Means, suppose if I kept a water bottle, a plastic water bottle, you can see clearly, right? And if I pass a torch, a light, it can pass through very clearly. Even the light can pass completely and we can see clearly. This is called a transparent material, like a Bisleri bottle, you can say. The next we have translucent material, in which the light passes but not completely, partially, and we cannot see clearly. We can see but we cannot see clearly, like a butter paper, tracing paper and sunglasses, okay? Now let's go towards the opaque materials. This is a very clear definition. The materials through which light cannot be passed and we cannot see through them is called as opaque materials. Suppose if I put a water bottle made up of steel, of course it cannot pass a light, right? That's why. And we cannot see through them, like a cardboard, wood, metal, anything opaque, that is called as opaque material, okay? Now materials are again divided into three types, that is just solid, liquid and gases. Everyone know this, but for the definition you have to remember this. A material which has a definite shape and definite volume is called as solid, and which is rigid, okay? जिसका definite shape होता है और जिसका definite volume होता है उसे हम solid बोल रहे हैं, correct? The next, liquid has no definite shape. जो कंटेनर बना ले उसी में उसका शेप ले लेता हूँ, राइट? उसको बना अपन लिक्विड, और वॉल्यूम उसका कैसा भी रहेगा. 1 लीटर वाटर है तो दूसरे कंटेनर में भी डालेंगे अपन तो 1 लीटर ही वाटर रहेगा, okay? Now if we go towards the gases one, there is no shape towards the gases and there is no volume of gas. You have to remember this very clearly. Who has definite shape and definite volume? Solid. Who has no definite shape but definite volume, called liquid. And no definite shape, no definite volume is called as gases. Of course everyone knows the example of the solid, like a chalk, pen, pillow, whatever you can take. And liquid, milk, petrol, water. And for the gases, oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen is there, right? And now we are dividing the materials and things into again two types, that is your soluble materials and insoluble materials. The meaning of soluble materials means which will dissolve. Suppose if I put a glass in front of you, okay, a water in a glass, okay. Now I'm putting a sugar in that. Will it dissolve? Yes, it will. It will get dissolved, right? And if I put a salt, it will also get dissolved. That is called as soluble materials. And next, suppose if I give you a chalk, if I have given you a powder of chalk and I have said you to mix in the glass of water, will it get mixed? Will it get dissolved? No, right? So this is called as insoluble materials, like a chalk, sand, dust is called as insoluble material, whereas the soluble materials are sugar, salt, etc. Now there is one last aspect of this lesson, that is float and sink. The meaning of sink means if you find an object at the bottom of the vessel